Statement is the 9 to 12 months period ahead of the exchange, and that's who wrote this.
When it all starts, it started with what Bob just talked about. And that basically is a request by us, and after that request is processed by FFI, we then in turn accept or turn down. If we accept, we then get it's a match document sent to us. So at that point, both the host club and us have agreed. So what happens then is we tell FFI that we want to go, and then we turn around and wait to hear back. And usually the service coordinator for that part of the world will contact either the president of the club or the ED if they have been appointed by that time. After that is done, then the ED or the president contacts either the president or the ED of the club that is going to have us go to. So the big thing is to get to know this person as much as possible. So it's very helpful to have the ED appointed early. That way we have a contact person who can email back and forth on a regular basis until you come, let's say, almost buddies at least. Once you've got the friendship started, then you start to do a number of things. One, you have to find out how many people can they accept. Then we have to find out, are there going to be any additional expenses to the normal $150 per person that you're going to have to pay in fees to that club. Once you have this going, you then start to find out information about what they would like to do for us. Now, on the form, you would think that some of these things are done by the host club rather than the ambassador group, and that's true. Informal discussion has been done. We know what we want to do. They are starting with the program, and we at least have a rough idea what it's going to do. The actual planning of the tours and the itinerary is done by the host club. That is on this list. Then you have to decide whether you're going to utilize the services of a travel agent or go it alone. Again, depending on where you're going and how many are going and where are you going to. For instance, when we went to New Zealand 3 or 4 years ago now, we were going to 4 different clubs, and we had 17 people, I think, something like that. So we utilized the services of a lady who is out in Portland, Oregon, who I have used in the past, who specializes in Australia and New Zealand. And she did all of the plane stuff for us, so we all traveled together as a group. Once you've got the fees of what the airline's going to cost and all of that, then you can start doing things like letting your contacted FFI know what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be doing it. And the hosts of the club that we're going to do will do the same thing. Once that's done, then you have to start talking about making a budget. And so you list all of the things that they're going to be spending money on, and then we know it's going to cost you X number of dollars to go on the trip. Now, there are always a few minor changes, almost up to the last minute of that. When sometimes some of the clubs make up a brochure at this point. We really have never done that here. We've talked about it in the various meetings, but we haven't sat down and brought a brochure together. But there are a number of things that clubs will do, and sometimes they're not done. We don't have a planned recruiting strategy, for instance. We're small enough that we know just about everybody in the club well enough, and I don't think there's anybody in this club who's incapable of going on an exchange. Sometimes you will have a club that says you can bring 20 people. We have 17 in the club, so you can then put it back to FFI and ask them to open it up to everybody. That's when you need to check the people that are added to your list. You know nothing about some 88-year-old lady that's coming from New Hampshire, for instance. And this actually happened to us on one of our trips. Well, that lady had more gusto in getting up and go than everybody else there. It's amazing. And we were at some cathedral in Holland, and she was asked, well, do you think you can handle the 100 steps in the cathedral? Oh, no problem at all. And she had no problem at all. Up there, first up. Once you have got all that in place, then sometimes some of the clubs have an informational workshop. Again, we really haven't done that either. So that basically, at a year out, you have a lot of things that will be done by the 3 other people who are coming along. One thing I was asked to bring up was there is a form that we have, or had, by the looks of things. Don't have one. Health and mobility checklist for Friendship Force exchanges. Oh, thank you very much. This is a form that normally is filled out by the host club, because they're the ones that know what they're going to be doing. They're also the ones that know what it's going to take to get those things done. Is there a lot of walking over rough ground? The kind of questions that you then send back to them is, they will fill in things like, we will be providing transportation, private cars or public transportation, if that's the case. Activities, walking, low energy physical activities, high energy physical activities, hiking, swimming, skiing. Ambassadors have the option to choose between high energy or low energy activities. These kind of things are all on this list. So they send this to, and then we answer the questions back that we feel that we can handle all of this, or there are certain people that can't do steps, for instance. And it covers things like whether the homes have stairs, few stairs, long flights, multiple flights of stairs. Bathrooms are guests. Are they located on the same floor that you are going to be staying on, the guest bedroom? And often in Europe, this is not the case. We had some problems, I think it was in Stockholm, Germany, where one of our first-time couples were sent to this couple who had this old farmhouse, and they were on the attic level, very top. There was a flight of stairs there, and there were no rails on either side. Well, basically it was a ladder, that's right. And they were kind of put out about that. They made it, they didn't fall. But you try to get all of these things covered by utilizing the form for health and mobility. All right?